Hey there everyone, all the techies and data enthusiasts there. Welcome back to video 14 of our Python series, and in this particular video we are going to discuss about break and continue statement in Python. So these both break and continue, right? They play a very important role in Python. You need to understand what this break statement does and what continue statement does and how impactful it is when you are writing a code, and you all know this is even used in production as well. So let us discuss in detail about break and continue statement in this particular video. Make sure to subscribe the channel if you are not subscribed. So guys, now let's get started. Break and continue statement. The break and continue statements are used to alter the flow of loops. The break statement is used to exit the loop prematurely, while the continue statement skips the rest of the code instead inside the loop for the current iteration and moves to the next code. It means that what break statement will do, after a specific point there is still code at the down, but you have got the result in that particular line itself. Then you don't want to move forward in the code, then you can directly skip it. You can directly like use the break statement and the code will break till there. The continue statement, what it will do, you got some expected result, but still you are expecting more results, like marks you see. So parents will be like, he gets a person gets 92 percentage, but they are not happy. Still they want continuous statements. They'll say I want 9600 marks. So the same thing goes on here. So continuous statement, what it will be done is, like what they have present, they are not happy with that. They want more. So more, if there is more expectation, then it will directly jump to next iteration. Okay. So this is just an example. So guys, we'll practically see how we can implement break and continue statement. I hope this video will be small and easy to understand as well. So, and a quick shout out guys, so I'm planning to start a YouTube channel in Hindi as well, to explain about data science and AI to everyone in Hindi, and you can say even in other languages, even my friends have started. So I'll just explain you all about them as well, like you have in Telugu and even in Kannada as well. So those who are wishing to me to start in Hindi, please make sure to comment below Hindi. I'll definitely soon try to start a channel on Hindi as well. This English channel will continue. Parallelly for Telugu and Kannada, comment below Telugu and Kannada. Let us see how many of them want in Telugu and Kannada. I'll share their channels as well. You can follow their channel. The content will be very interesting. Okay, so the same content what I'll be teaching here, even they will be teaching there in their own style in that particular languages. Okay, regional languages. Okay, now let's continue. So this is Python 14. Okay, so break and continue statement, let me just give it here. Okay, and syntax. So for break, this is the syntax. Let me just copy this. Okay, this is the break syntax. Okay. This should come here. Okay, name sequence is not identified. Okay, no problem. So let me just this is just a syntax, right? So I just simply ran this one. Let it to be raw. Okay, so I gave it raw here. Okay, so this is the syntax, let it to be, and the code for break and continue statement. Let us see. First, let us see the break statement. Basic break statement in for loop. So for for loop, if you want to apply a break statement, then what you can do, you will see here. Okay. Okay, let's copy out this simple code here. Basic break statement code. I'll explain this code to you all. Okay. So yeah, what we are telling here. So for I in range, if I double equal to 5, break. But the range is 10. Out of 10, if we get 5 also, if we are satisfied with only 5 numbers, then happy, we can break it. Else it will continue. So the same thing happens here. For loop, print. It should, okay, print is missing. 1 second. Print type. You can see here, we are happy with 5. So if I make this one 9, you will get it till 8. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here what we are saying in short, I have example, let us say I have 10 chocolates, out of which if I eat a small 5 chocolates, it's enough for me. I am full with 5 chocolates. Left out 5 chocolates, let us save it for later. Simply it is like that only. A simple example you can say. When I am happy with 5 chocolates, then why I need 10 chocolates? Then you can use the break statement and you can take break from eating chocolates and you can enjoy. Later you can have it. Okay. So this is a easy example which you can understand. After this you have another 2 examples for break and continue. Let me give 2 new examples here again. Okay. Finding a specific item. So finding a specific item from the list, okay. So this is our shopping list where we have apple, banana, bread, milk and cheese. So here what we have done, for item in shopping list, if item double is equals to milk, so if we want milk, we say that found milk, or you can say found, let's make it a bit interesting. We have string found item, okay, found milk, okay. So you can see here apple is not milk, so item is not milk, okay. So here also let me change this and let's make it a bit interesting actually. Come on. Here the string is changed. Wait, it should come here. Yes. So, item is not item. Again, it won't be good. No, let it to be default. Okay, so let this to be default. Item not item, it doesn't make any sense actually. So let us by default enter in here. So found milk, what here we are telling, for item in shopping list, if item double is equals to milk, if we want milk, found milk, so I got my milk, I don't want any other extra thing, so I'll just break. Else it will say that apple is not the one, bread is not the one, banana is not the one, I found the milk finally. When I got milk, it breaks the statement. You can see here, it observe, it breaks the statement. It did not go for cheese. Okay. So if I change this from milk to bread, so same bread here, you can see here, apple is not bread, banana is not bread, so and it found the bread, then it don't want milk and cheese. We don't want milk and cheese. So what we did, we applied a break statement here. I hope you are getting it. A very simple example to understand this. Okay. You can even, not only in for loop, you can even use break in while loop as well. I'll tell you how that works. So here is the code. Exiting a program, when exiting a particular program, when certain condition meets. For example, enter Q to quit. If user underscore input double is equals to Q, okay, print exit program. Unless that, it will ask you to again enter the input, okay. So for example, if I give you a 5, you entered 5, again enter something. I'll say subscribe. It says subscribe, but this loop is not going to end in while loop. When you give Q here, and enter. Immediately the program exits. Okay, whatever you type until you give a particular certain condition, while loop will never end. I already explained this in my previous video. If you haven't watched that video, check out. You will understand this very easily. Okay. Okay. Now let us see continue statement as well. So continue statement. Okay. So for continue statement, what you can do here, break is done. Basic break loops, you can have a look on it later. And continue statement, let us go with continue. I'll show you one example of continue statement, then we will what to say, 1 2 3 examples, then we will wrap this out today. Yeah, this is a continue statement, basic continue statement in while loop, and here you have break statement before that. Okay, let me show you this example, and I have another 2 example. I'll show them. Count. So make sure to check the indentation error when you are working on something. Okay, so 1, I guess it should come inside, right? Here only. Continue. Print count. You can see here count is equals to 0, while count less than 10. Count what you said, count plus or equal to 1. If count percentile 2 double equal to 0, continue. Okay, what we are telling, if count percentile 2 double equal to 0, continue and print the count. Here what it is doing, even if the condition meets here for 0, it is not going to wait. It will continuously complete the statement. For example, if I have 10 chocolates again, okay, so by eating 5 chocolates I'll definitely be full, but I want to eat 10 chocolates. Somehow or other, like I will myself force and I'll eat complete 10 chocolates. The same thing goes here in continue as well. When you are satisfied with the condition also, you don't want to stop here. You will forcefully execute the complete program. Okay, I hope you are getting this. This is a simple example to understand continue statement. Okay, so here you have an example, and now I have one more example as well for printing only even numbers. So this code is to print only the even numbers. So I'm giving here clearly so that you guys don't feel it, what you say, when you are referring back confused. For I in range of 1 to 11, if I percentile 2 not equal to 0, if the number is odd, continue, skip to the next number, print only if the number is even. So we are giving here range, then 2 it won't stop. You can see here, if I run this, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it continues to execute till it meets a particular condition. So this 11, if I by chance remove this 11 here, range is 1, 0. It executes at 0 and it stops. So if I don't, I'll give it range and continue to next number. If the number is odd, it is not going to wait. It will continue to next number. So if you comment the continue here and see here, now what it says, okay, print should be inside. You can see here 13579. 13579 was not our output. It is expecting only the whatever numbers are there. It want to skip that one. This is our output 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So whatever numbers are in that particular thing, it is skipping and it is continuously printing till it reaches this particular range. Okay. After this, processing data while ignoring individual entries. Okay. So you need to ignore the individual entries, but you have to process the data completely. This is the code for it. Data is equals to list of string and numbers. For value in data, if instance value comma string is string, then what we are saying, print script, print it's an invalid entry, this particular value, and continue. This processing continues on. You can see here 20, 40, processing 20, 40 and skipping the value or string. You can see here error, again processing this, and it's skipping this one. In short, what we are telling here, if it is having, if I do this and run, we can see here processing invalid, invalid, processing error, error. Okay, so it continues multiple times the same way. 10, 20, 30, 20, 40, 60 and 100. Okay, so let me just continue this. So guys, I hope you all got this, how to do it. You can see here. So when you, in this particular simple code, what we are telling is, if there is something string, anything string except integer, don't accept the string. But if you get string somewhere, don't stop the execution, continue the execution, complete the process. Okay. So guys, I hope you all got it. That's all for today's video. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Meet you all again in my next video. Bye bye.